Tailspin Farm, and I am finally hopping back on with you today. It has been way too long. It has probably been 6 months since I've been on here, um, and there's no excuse other than life has happened. Um, Before we get into all of that, I thought today I would just kind of update you with some things going on. Um, you're going to hear noises because I'm not alone at the house today. So we've got kids here, and my husband's outside mowing and things. So, um, and I am just filming this on my phone today because I did not pull out all my camera equipment because I haven't found it all yet. So, and that's part of the story. But first, let me introduce myself. I have quite a few new subscribers here. Um, Somehow, people are still finding me, which is great. That's exciting. But I am Renee. I am a fiber artist. I spin yarn. I knit, crochet, dye yarn. I raise Angora rabbits, and I have been raising them for almost 20 years now. In the past, we had a small farm where we had alpacas and Pygora goats. And 6 years ago, we moved to a lake house here in upper mid-Michigan. And the only thing that came with me from the farm were my Angora rabbits and a few chickens. And so the rabbits have continually been with me throughout the last almost 20 years. I am a wife and a mom to 5 grown children. I have 5 grandkids, with number 6 coming soon here in August. And we homeschooled our children for almost 20 years. So kind of have a background in that a little bit also. So you'll have to forgive my ums and so's, and it takes a while to get back into this. I have been hem-hawing. I've had my phone sitting here, or my phone holder sitting here for a couple days, and I just have not gotten to it. I have to kind of work myself into it. So that's a little about me. I started spinning about 17, 18 years ago. I took a drop spindle class, and a local yarn shop offered it, and I thought, oh, that's a yarn thing, I want to do it. So I did, fell in love with it almost immediately. The funny thing is, well, we'll get into that in a minute, but and then got a spinning wheel shortly after that, and just absolutely love spinning. That's one of my favorite things in the world. It has not happened much lately. I have not sat down to spin in quite some time. And the reason for that is, as you may or may not be able to tell from the background, is we are in a new home. I can't remember. I looked back at videos to see what I had done, and I think the last video I had done in January, and we were looking at that time. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. I kind of kept it up to date on Instagram a little bit, but we moved from our lake home. In March, we found a new house in about the same area. We're not far from where we were, but this house had acreage and buildings and barns. They're outbuildings. And so we jumped at the chance in this crazy housing market, and we bought a new house. The main reason we needed to do that was because my husband's job, he works from home. His company is in California, and he just needed more space than what the lake house was able to. There was nothing we could do there to get us more space. And so we made that big decision and that big leap in April. We moved here, and I am still trying to find stuff. So I'm filming this on my phone today, and we're just gonna make do and get this up and going and see if we can't get rolling back into this crazy world of YouTube videoing. So I don't have a ton of stuff to show you. I do have a few things. I have been doing fiber art stuff, and I hope to continue that, and hope with this move I have more space now, and I am toying with the idea of getting some more fiber animals again. We'll see. We have 5 acres here, and there's a great possibility for that to happen. So we're gonna get a little bit more settled and then see. I'm super excited about the barn that I have for my rabbits, and we did get chickens. Again, I hadn't had chickens in a couple years here, so we have chickens again. But the place where my rabbits are and are going to be is totally insulated. It's an insulated building, and it's made it super nice for. We haven't been here obviously for cold very much, but we have had some really warm days already this spring. And I don't think I'm going to need frozen water bottles for my bunnies anymore, which has been an ongoing thing every summer. For those of you who don't know, Angora rabbits are very warm and fuzzy, and you need to take caution in the summer more so than in the winter. Anytime it gets over 80 degrees, you need to get frozen water bottles in with them. And this barn where I have my rabbits is under big, huge pine trees, and it's insulated. And so far we've hit the 90s or close to the 90s a couple times now, and the barn is staying in the 70s. So I'm super excited about that. That's just one less thing that I need to worry about with the rabbits. And so we'll see where we go here. I've thought about looking for Pygora goats again. They're not as easy to find as they used to be, so I need to do some research. Again, I have thought about sheep, which I've never had before. So we will see. I don't know if I'd go back to alpacas. My husband was not a fan. I had 2 of them. They were not overly friendly. They were rescue animals. They came from a very large farm, and they just weren't friendly. Now, I've known other alpacas that are extremely friendly and fun, so it might be just a different situation would be better. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do with that. So let's jump into what I've been working on. I'll kind of systematically do this. It's funny, while we were moving, I happened to run across, so when I started spinning, I was spinning strictly on a drop spindle for probably over a year. And that is even when I got my rabbits. And I happened to run across this. This was my very first drop spindle spun. And obviously I have not taken as good of care of it as I should have, because it looks like some moths have gotten into it. And I don't know where it was prior to finding it this time, but it is in a bag now. But I think I had this just the first couple years in my office space. So this was my very first drop spindle spun and crocheted little piece of whatever you want to call it with I think at that time I had 3 or 4 rabbits. So this would be all the colors of the rabbits that I had at that time. So I just thought it was kind of funny that I happened to find that. So that's my keepsake that I'll probably have forever, just to remind me where I came from. And I actually I had a request for a drop spindle video with Angora, which I did make, and I never posted it because I wanted to redo it, and then we jumped into the moving. So that's probably something I'll be working on here coming up. I do have ideas. I've always got ideas. It's just a matter of getting those ideas out of my head, which I am another kind of off the topic, but I'm kind of excited. I joined, I don't know if any of you follow or know who Jennifer Allwood is, but I joined her business coach training, her Inner Circle. It's a monthly group that she puts out every now and then. And so I start that on Monday, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of ideas and things I can come up with, because it's time to move on to the next level and stop being stuck where I'm at right now. And I've got yarn and things stocked up, and I need to find a place to get them into people's hands and figure out how to do all this crazy small business stuff. So I'm hoping to step that up a little bit here in the next couple months. But let's get on with just going through some of the stuff I've been doing. January did start out with me doing Spin Her Free, which is a it is a group that gets together and spins for charity for sex trafficking and things like that. So you do a donation and then you're included. There's prizes at the end. And so I did Spin Her Free this year and actually did some beautiful, I think it's beautiful. I think all yarn is beautiful, but I think I ended up with 7 or 9 skeins of spun yarn. Some of this is my hand dyed. Some of it is like this is from Crafty Housewife Yarns. I think this is mohair if I remember right, but I'm not certain on that. So this is some of my mixed stuff that I had dyed, I think, and then that's the problem. I need to label this stuff when I get done with it so I remember. I do have my Instagram account, which I can run back through because I usually kind of log stuff in there. So I had, this is Crafty Housewife Yarns also that I spun. Everything is just kind of, some of it's thick and thin, some of it is, yeah, most of it is just regular spun. This one is mohair in Angora. So it's 1 strand of mohair, 1 strand of Angora. And I actually think the last video that I did, I was spinning this. So this is what it ended up looking like. And this is beautiful. I want to make a hat or something out of this because it's just gorgeous. And then of course my beloved Angora, I ended up with 4 skeins. That one went apart. I ended up with 4 skeins of different Angora colors that I ended up doing during Spin Her Free month. So that lasted all of January. So I've got all of that I spun. And I have, oh, my spinning wheel is sitting back here. I think I have another skein, you can't see it, another skein on top of that. So another thing I did this winter was this is Anno Crochet Designs, and this was her easy slouchy bag, which I made this in March. I think I finished it, and I've been using it ever since, so it's loaded. I was worried a little bit about the yarn pilling more than what it is. It's not so far. It's holding up pretty good. And I'm trying to remember what yarn this is. I want to say it's a Lion Brand yarn. And I've only got part of the pattern here. I don't know what happened to the rest of the pages, but yeah, you can find it on her website. I'll try to remember to link it below, but it's the Easy Slouchy Bag. So anywho, this is just one of the pattern bases or the forms that you crochet through to start your bag. I got these both off Amazon. And then this is like a bubble stitch, I think it's called. Super easy, same stitch around and around and around with a flap. I did not do a lining in this, which you definitely either need that or a bag to hold your little stuff in. So that one got finished and has been used, and actually my purse is really heavy, so I'm surprised these handles have held up, but they're doing great. So that was finished this winter. The other thing I did, this one, I am super excited about this one. I finished this probably in February, I think I finished this one. This is the Witching Hour shawl, and I got this off, I think this one came off Ravelry, and I want to say that this was a free pattern. If not, it wasn't very much. And it's by Dana Perry. Just a really simple crochet shawl, and this is what it ended up turning into. I wore this quite a bit this winter. That's what it is. The thing about this that thrills me is this is all hand spun yarn, and in this is I have my pike or goat, because I still have some of that fiber. I have my alpaca. I have Angora. And this piece of stuff, the dark that you see, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you're going to see dark right through here. That is my dog, Willow. So she's a border collie, and I spun, here's a good section, I spun her into this. That's dark right there. That's all Willow. So this is all hand spun, hand dyed, a mix of fibers and also dog. So this ended up turning out just beautiful. It's warm and it's soft, fuzzy. And this is a nice sweater. It has, or a nice shawl to wear. It has enough length to it that I don't need a pin or anything necessarily like that. So that's what this ended up being. So this is probably one of my favorite shawls I've ever done, just because of all the animals in it are raised or were raised by me. Kind of a really neat thing. So I've kind of gotten into the dog fur realm. My son has a Maine Coon, or part Maine Coon, that he just doesn't shed enough. So I keep plucking him here and there, but I can't seem to get enough of fur out of him. So I don't know if I'll ever get one enough, but he's got some beautiful hair too. So it's just funny because when I started this journey with the drop spindle class, and I've told this story before, one of the ladies was there specifically because she had, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 cats, and she wanted to spin their fur. And I thought that was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And here I am, 18, 19 years later, and spinning my dog fur. So, yeah. So that is the main stuff I've been working on. I did get a new tool. I always try to show you guys fun stuff that I get. This is one of those, again, probably as seen on TV, but I think it just comes across now as a commercial on Instagram. I'm gonna get interrupted. Nope. I got people walking out here. So this is one of those, I don't know what they call it, but it picks up fur and hair and whatever off your carpet. And so I wanted to try it because I always try stuff with having the Angora rabbits and the shedding. And when you groom them, the hair's everywhere. And this little doohickey works really good. I'll have to put below, I'll try to remember to link below the video where I got this from. It's just Amazon, but I can't remember the name of it. And so you just essentially rub it across, and it picks up everything. So, it just picked up fur from my stuff. So these work really well if you've seen them on the Instagram things come across, or whatever, the ads on Facebook or Instagram. They do work for fiber. So I wanted to mention that. The thing I'm working on right now is, I've been working on it forever, and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, but I will. I've picked it up again here. And it is this, and it's going to end up being a t-shirt or tank top. It is a summertime tank, which I better get going on it if I hope to wear it. This is by Tony of TL Yarn Crafts, and it's just a simple summer tank top. The yarn I am using for this is, and it's not what she recommended, it's from Hobby Lobby, I think. This is Yarn Bee, Yarntopia, and the color is Heather. Yep. So this is this is the front, and then there is some, I'm almost to decrease in doing the bodice of it, the top part of it. So I'm almost done with the half of it, at least. Once I get this half done, I'm pretty sure the other half will go much quicker. So that is all I have to show you, and I just want to jump on, tell you where I'm at, that I'm still here. If you guys have any video ideas or anything that you'd like me to do, type them down below. If you don't like or follow my channel, please do that also. It helps me with making videos, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I have accounts both there for Tailspin Farm, and that's where you can find me on those. So hopefully here in the next few weeks, as we get more settled in this house, we will be able to, or I'll be able to do some more videos. I would like to do a tour of the rabbit barn and just show you where they're at, and do that. And I'm hoping to get some more rabbits added in here soon. Mine are getting older. I have 2 out there that have been with me for, I was thinking about the other day, I think they're 7 or 8 years old. So I lost quite a few this last winter. I lost 3 of my rabbits this last winter. And again, they've all been with me. One of them was 8 or 9 years old. So I am down to only 8 rabbits, and I need to probably change that to jump back into spinning heavily like I used to do. So again, if you have any video requests or ideas or things you'd like to see, comment down below and let me know. I will remember to link some of this stuff here in the video, and yeah, hop on and hopefully be back here in the next week or so with another video for you. And I hope you guys all have a fabulous weekend, and it was great to see you. Bye.